do this climb. One name. It was RJ. A wonderful, wonderful man.
And he was just our inspiration the whole time. Every time we went hiking and climbing, even in life, he was our inspiration, and he was the one who kept us focused.
RJ was a great guy. He was my Catholic priest as a young boy. He used to take me to the fair because my parents were really busy working, and he would take me to the fair, and we would ride the teacups. I loved those teacups, and he would tell me not to let anyone know that we rode the teacups, and I never could figure out why.
7 years ago, we were on our big climbs. One of my best friends, David Sutton. We were on a sheer rock cliff, climbing. It was dark. It was rainy. It was wet and snowy. It was the worst of conditions possible. We shouldn't have been up there. And there's these little squirrels in the tree on the side. They're making noises, and RJ thought they were in trouble. And being just the kind-hearted guy he is, he went to go help him. And that's when it ended.
Ryan took that pretty hard. He actually saw RJ and looked at him right in the eyes as he fell.
And I can remember the look in his eyes as he looked up at me. And God.
And as he hit the rocks again and again. We all took it hard, but Ryan never really got over it.
It was pretty rough. It was tough for everybody, for Ryan especially. He really took it to heart. Him and RJ were very close.
You know, it hit right here. I mean, I went into shock immediately. Some of the other guys, they got over it a lot sooner than I did. But it's just one of those things. And it took 7 years for me to actually face it.
Ryan's been slipping in and out of depression, but he works at his shop, the La Ventana.
Ryan has opened up a nice little outfitting business for different items you can take out to climb and hike, and bedrolls and water bottles, just things like that.
He runs it. He's the janitor. He cleans up. He takes your stuff out when you order it.
Running the outfitting business that I do, I'm around this all the time, and I just couldn't handle seeing other guys lead these groups.
Well, he gave me a call probably 10 months ago, and he said it had been on his mind for the past about 5 years.
And I said, we've got to do this. We've got to climb. Because I couldn't take anymore.
And he called and talked to me and said that he had the perfect place, and he had all the stuff, and that, we should just get together and go one last time in memory of RJ.
It's been 7 years. We've got to do this climb. It's the 7th year anniversary. So we did. All of our knowledge together, we got the trip together.
And for the first time in 7 years, he actually sounded excited to do something.
CJ Fanbro. He was one of our friends when we were doing the climbing before.
He's been driving NASCAR for going on about 4 years now. So he's been driving a lot. And I think Ryan called him after me and got him involved in it.
He thought he was a freak, oh my gosh. And he was kicking tail. I mean, he was winning race after race. Winston Cup, he won it like 4 of the years.
To my knowledge, CJ didn't have any climbing experience. And we figured as long as, he's been driving NASCARs, he could surely climb a mountain. Who couldn't?
He didn't actually have any experience whatsoever, but simply the fact that he had driven race cars before, I was like, I gotta have him on our team going up there with us. It's one of those things, NASCAR, rock climbing, it's just like one of those things, if you can drive, you can climb.
On NASCAR, we drive around in circles at 200 miles an hour, and nobody else can do that, and I just think that if I can do that, I can strap on some boots and some strings and go climbing.
just getting our gear together and everything, the feeling started coming back to me. That's what it was for. And knowing that we were fixing to tackle probably the hardest, toughest, the worst climb we'd ever done.
I was pretty pumped about it and got ready and started getting mentally and emotionally prepared.
I'm very nervous. I've never climbed before, so I don't know how good I'm gonna be at it. I don't know any of the tricks or any of the terminology for it, and I'm just trying to study up a little bit. I'm reading a couple of books, Climbing for Dummies. That one seems to help a whole lot, and I hope that I can read up and know enough to when we start climbing that I'll be able to keep up.
I would run 6 miles a day. Got into eating a lot of whole grain foods and that sort of thing. I'd sleep for 2 hours, be up for 4 to get ready for it. A lot of preparation.
It's going to be good to go hang out with the guys again and go do some climbing and be out in the woods just like we used to.
I mean, me and David, we'd done a lot of climbing. Those important things we forgot.
So what are we going to eat, genius?
We can have food.
We weren't really prepared. We had absolutely no food.
This was nothing like we'd ever done.
CJ wasn't in real great shape.
You won't make it with me, Ryan. I'm cold. You got nothing.
I am a veteran climbing.